Hi, my name's Emmeline Choi. I am the Holistic Facialist and welcome back to my channel. This week I'm doing a short video just about pillowcases. I know it sounds a bit of a random one and it's not just pillowcases in general, well kind of, but silk pillowcases and how much I love my silk pillowcase. So if you're interested in learning more about silk pillowcases, why they're so good for your skin and not just your skin as well, keep on watching. So it was around I think about 4 months ago that I decided to invest in a silk pillowcase. I've wanted one for quite some time. I've read lots of different things saying how good they are, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go out and invest in one. I didn't spend too much money. I know you can spend up to like £100–150 on a silk pillowcase. Mine was nowhere near that. I think I got mine for around £15 to start with. I thought I'm just gonna get a basic budget one and see if I notice a difference, if I think it's worth it, and then if I want to continue using it I might invest in a nicer one, but I didn't want to invest £100 in a pillowcase and suddenly think this is ridiculous, it's just a waste of money. So yeah, I bought just a really basic one. I think mine as well, it's not it's that cheap. The one that I got, it's cotton on one side and silk on the top, so you can't necessarily turn it over, but you know, that really doesn't bother me. I change our pillowcases regular, so I just put a fresh one on. But the benefits of silk pillowcases are, they're amazing, and I didn't realise, you know, people say it, but I didn't realise until I actually bought one and tried it for myself how good they were. So the first thing is obviously it's really silky, so it's just really nice to sleep on. You put your face on. I usually either sleep on my back, but occasionally I sleep on my side as well. But when you get into bed, it's just like, oh, it's just so silky. It's so nice under your head. I bought my husband one as well and he really likes it. And the thing with the silkiness of it, especially if you lay on your front or on your side to sleep, is with cotton pillowcases, they can tend to pull and drag on your skin. And unfortunately this can cause fine lines and wrinkling, and yeah, it's not great, that constant pulling. And if you find that you're tossing and turning a lot in the night, it might just make it worse with a cotton pillowcase. So if nothing else, I would recommend it just for that. It doesn't pull your skin, and for this reason they are quite anti-aging. So that's your first reason. The second thing that's really good about them is that they're hypoallergenic. So if you are sensitive to dust mites and you get a lot of allergies, like my husband does as well, then these are brilliant because, say, they're hypoallergenic, so this should help reduce the amount of kind of dustiness and that you get in pillowcases at night. The third thing is that they don't absorb your products and serums and things. So where some of like your normal cotton pillowcase, they can actually absorb all your creams, the silk pillowcases don't. So when I usually say to clients, before you go to bed, do your cleanse and apply all your serums and everything, and then ideally do it about half an hour before you go to sleep, because otherwise your pillow will absorb most of your products. The silk pillowcase doesn't do that, which is amazing. I would say at least, I'd still give it about 10 minutes, just because if you go to bed with oily, kind of a serum-y, greasy face, I'm sure some of it will transfer. I don't believe it won't, but if you're investing in good skincare, I would really recommend using a silk pillowcase because you're not losing most of it on your pillow. So I find that my skin in the morning is better because it's absorbed the skincare products better and it's not all over my pillow. The other thing with that is because a cotton pillowcase absorbs all the products and natural oils of your skin, you know, just all that sweat, everything, it can harbour quite a lot of bacteria. And with cotton pillowcases, they generally recommend that you change them, you know, every couple of days really, because they can really harbour quite a bit of junk. And I find that my skin, touch wood, is clearer as well. I do struggle myself with hormonal acne, and it can be a bit of a, you're constantly fighting a losing battle with hormonal acne, and I don't mean that we can't get rid of it and you can treat it, but you do still now and again get little breakouts at certain times of the month, even if it's not every month. Unfortunately, it can happen. Obviously, as a woman, it's just one of the things. But I find my skin is so much clearer with it, and I'm trying to do as much as I can with my skin to keep it as, you know, in the best condition as possible. And I think when you're, if you do have these breakouts, or especially if you struggle with acne as well, the cotton pillowcase, it will absorb some of, as it absorbs the cream, it'll absorb some of the bacteria, some sebums, and the cotton will scratch it and maybe irritate your pustules and maybe even make them look a bit worse or more irritated or aggravated in the morning. So a silk pillowcase doesn't do that. So I would recommend, if you are struggling with breakouts, to do try a silk pillowcase, because I'm really impressed. I have noticed a difference. It's been very gradual, and I have been building lots of things into my skincare routine as well, but I'm pretty sure that the silk pillowcase has really benefited it as well. And the final thing I would mention is, it's not just amazing for your face, but it's also amazing for your hair. For years I try and look after my hair, and I don't have it cut very often. I maybe only cut my hair twice a year, 3 times a year, something like that. I think because it's longer as well, I don't ever feel like I don't have a sort of a style that, you know, it needs keeping up with. So I always try and look after my hair as much as possible. So I do a hair mask once a week, and I only try and wash it twice a week, because I know that if I wash it too much, it just starts to get dry, I get split ends, and I think a lot of it's to do with the styling and blow drying as well. So because I only wash my hair twice a week, I find that it can get a little bit greasy. And so the first day obviously it's fine, second day it's like by third day it's like, oh, it needs washing. So for, I don't know, however many years now, I've used dry shampoo, and so the day after I wash my hair, I sometimes used to use dry shampoo, and then maybe the day after that I always use dry shampoo. So I know I was using it at least 4 days a week, 3 or 4 days a week, dry shampoo. And sometimes if I just wanted extra volume, I'd put some in as well. And I know it's not great for the roots, and I know it can damage your hair, but I didn't want to keep washing my hair either, so it was a bit of a catch-22. What I found with my silk pillowcase is, because it doesn't drag your hair, or it just doesn't make your hair doesn't knot, you don't wake up with that crazy bedhead look, and my hair is just not greasy the same. I use dry shampoo maybe once a week, if that, or twice a month, and I can only put it down to the silk pillowcase. There's nothing else really that's changed. And this, you know, silk pillowcases are known for being so good for your hair as well. So if you find that you have very fine hair, that it knots, or you get a lot of greasiness, definitely try a silk pillowcase, because I've really seen a difference with it. Yeah, I think yesterday I used dry shampoo for the first time in ages, and I was like, oh my god, I completely forgot that I didn't even use it. And then when I've been away, I went to Hallcross Hall a few weeks ago, and because there was a cotton pillowcase there, I did nearly take my silk pillowcase with me. I thought maybe that's a bit too diva-ish. But the cotton pillowcase there, I found that my hair got really greasy again. So if you find that you've got that, and I say my hair doesn't knot either, so I don't have to constantly brush it, which is another thing that I didn't like doing, because it can cause split ends. So if you find that you get really dry hair, or greasy hair even, or knotted fine hair, then do try a silk pillowcase. In fact, just try a silk pillowcase anyway. I can't say it, silk pillowcase. They're just amazing. And if you're a little bit unsure, then, you know, go and buy a more reasonably priced one. You can get them, you can pick them up for around £15 on Amazon, or I've never bought one off eBay, but I know you can get them off Amazon quite well. And then if you wanted to invest, I'm hoping I'm going to start getting some in the clinic soon. I'm looking into it, but I want to get the best ones. I'm going to do a bit of silk pillowcase research over the next few months, and hopefully I'll be stocking them in the clinic as well soon. But definitely try one. Say try a more reasonable one to start with. They can be a bit of a faff to wash, because it is hand wash only, and then you don't want to put it in the tumble dryer. So I always have 2 pillowcases for both of us, so you know, when one's in the wash, then the other one can go straight on the bed. And you know, if you're lucky, you've got these washing machines that have a hand wash function, so it's not too bad, and just hang it to dry. They're only little pillowcases, it's not like, you know, a big bed sheet or anything like that. But that's the only downside, I'd say, is that you just have to be a little bit more careful when you're washing it, because they can, I think they can start to like fray or split a little bit because they are so thin and delicate. So that's the only downside, but other than that, I would really recommend trying one. And if they're only around £10–15, if you can afford to treat yourself, I really would say try it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've learned something, and yeah, I'll see you again soon.